Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We studying lesson number 7. Al-Huruf al-Nasikha, Inna wa Akhwatuha. Inna and its sisters. Those are called Huruf al-Nasikha. The sisters are Inna, Anna, Kana, Lakinna, Laita, La'alla. Huruf al-Nasikha tadkhulu al-Jumlat al-Ismiya fatan sahuha. So these words they enter on Jumla Ismiya and tansahuha, and they cancel the action of mubtada khabar. Yakunul mubtada becomes ismu inna, and mubtada normally is marfu, but it changes to mansub, so it becomes does two things, and the Arab is changed from marfu to mansub, and we don't call it mubtada, we call it ismu inna or its sisters. Wa yakunul khabar inna marfuun, and khabar remains marfu, but it becomes khabru inna or its sisters. Wa indama yakunu mubtada damirun yataghayyaru ila damirun muttasil, and if mubtada is a pronoun, huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu, if the mubtada is any of these pronouns, then with inna and its sisters we use the attached version. Like for huwa we will use hu, and like all the attached versions are used. We will see in the when we study the main lesson. So the rule is when mubtada is a pronoun is detached, but when inna or its sisters are added, the attached version is used, so it changes from damirun munfasilun to damirun muttasil. And these are the hurufun nasikha, inna wa its sisters, inna, anna, kanna, lakinna, laita, la'alla. Inna is used for emphasis, tawqeed. Anna is for rabt, for connection. Kana is for tashbih, for similarity, to show similarity. Lakinna is used for istidrak, for clarification and correction. Laita is used for wish, and la'alla is used for hope. So those are the hurufun nasikha. And then we studied al-asmaul khamsa, the 5 special nouns. So the summary is al-kalamat, like abun, akhun, hamun, fuzu, like these 5 nouns, they are called asmaul khamsa. Walaha alamatu irabin khasa, they have a special irab. Normally the nouns, when you make in the rafa form, you change the noun to dhamma, it has a dhamma, and in the mansub form it has a fatha, and in the majroor form it has a kasra. But for these 5 special nouns, it does not, is not the case. So the dhamma form takes waw, fatha form takes alif, and the jar form takes ya. So they have a special i'rab. Iza kanat mudafatan ila ghairi ya mutakallim, when we use them as mudaf, and and the mudaf ilayhi should not be ya mutakallim, because for ya mutakallim we have another special form. So al-wawu alamatul rafi. So for those 5 special nouns, when they are used as mudaf without ya mutakallim, then waw is the alamatul rafi, then waw is the rafa sign. Alifu alamatul nasbi, alif is the sign for its to make it mansub, and ya is alamatul jarri, and ya is the sign for jar. Indama la takunu mudafatan takunu alamatuha the adiyan, and when they are not used as mudaf, like abun, akhun, like if they are not used as mudaf, then they will remain in the regular, they will take the regular Arab, u, a, e. which is the regular signs. عندما تكون مضافة إلى يا المتكلم فلها إعراب خاص سندرسه بعد ذلك. And if the مضاف إليه is يا متكلم, then there is a special case for it. We will study that later. So those were that is the summary of what we studied in the last session. So now we go through the main lesson, which is asuku. So we will identify inna wa akhwatuha, inna and its sisters, and then we will identify the 5 special nouns. So I have marked kind of circles for inna and its sisters, and rectangle or for 5 special nouns. So let's start from here. The topic is asuku, the market. Zahaba Muhammadun ma abihi ila suki. Muhammad went with his dad to the market. So we know that this is starting from the past tense. This is jumla fe'liya. So zahaba, we can define it. Zahaba fe'lu madin mabni ala fathi, has a fatha, and Muhammadun is the fa'ilun marfoon walamat rafi ad-damma, has a damma. So Muhammad went. Muhammad is the fa'il. So zahaba is the verb. Zahaba past tense, yazhabu present tense, which is used to say to go. In fi'l madin mabni al fathi. Similarly, Muhammadun is fa'ilun marfu'un walamat rafi ad-damma. Ma'a abihi. So ma is zarf mansoob. Abi is then ma becomes mudaf. Abi is mudaf alayh. So abi is, we can say that is the special I should mark this also, abi, because abi is so ma is mudaf and then abi is mudaf alayh majroorun walamatul jarri al kasra, but abi has a ya. And we see that abi is majroor by ya, not by kasra, and then it becomes mudaf and ha is mudaf alayh. Ma abihi, along with his dad. So abi is a special noun which we can make majroor by ya, by having. So it has a ya here, abi. Ila suki, to the market, jarun wa majrurun. Muhammadun, now there is a dialogue here. So Muhammad is saying, inna suka kabirun, indeed the market is big. So if we remove inna, then is going to be asuku kabirun, the market is big. Mubtada, asuku mubtada, kabirun khabar, but with inna asuku will change to asuka because inna will make it mansoob. So we can define inna harfu nasikhun mabniyun. Inna is harfu nasikh and asuka is ismu inna mansubun walamatun nasbi al fata, and kabirun is khabru inna not anna. Khabru inna marfun walamat rafi ad-damma. So certainly, indeed, so this is for emphasis, indeed the market is big. So inna ismu inna kabirun khabru inna marfun walamat rafi ad-damma. Khabru inna marfun walamat rafi ad-damma. And now is another sister is coming. Kannahu madinatun sagiratun. So if we if we don't use kana, we will say huwa means the asuku, huwa madinatun sagiratun or hiya madinatu sagiratun. Asuku can be used as masculine and feminine. So but when we use kana, huwa, which is the mirun munfasilun, will change to the mirun muttasilun. So we will use the attached version of which is who. So kana is harfun nasikhun mabniun min akhwatu inna, and who is damirun muttasilun mabni ala dammi fi mahalli nasbin ismu kana, because now has a dhamma but is mabni, will not show the changes. So we will say fi mahalli nasbin ismu kana. Who is ismu kana, and madinatun is khabru kana marfoon walamut rafi ad dhamma, and madinatun has a dhamma and is marfu. So this is who is ismu kana and madinatun is khabru kana. So indeed the market is big, as if kana who, as if it is a city small, it is a small city. Sagiratun is sifa or naat for madinatun. So again innahu jamilun lakinnahu muzdahimun. So innahu again, if we don't use inna, then this is mubtada khabar huwa jamilun, but with inna huwa changes to who. So we can define this also. Inna harfun nasikhun mabniyun. Who is damirun muttasilun, attached pronoun mabni ala dammi, it has a dhamma. Who fi mahallin nasbin, but to make it ismu inna we have to make it mansub. So fi mahallin nasbin ismu inna, and jamilun is khabru inna. Khabru inna marfoon walamut rafi ad dhamma. Simple sentence. Indeed it is beautiful. Lakinnahu muzdahimun. So lakinna, another sister, same same detail for lakinnahu muzdahimun. Lakinna is harfun nasikhun. Who is ismu lakinna, muzdahimun is khabru lakinna. So we can define that also. Lakinna harfun nasikhun mabniyun min akhwatu inna. Who is damirun muttasilun mabni ala dammi fi mahalli nasbin ismu lakinna, and muzdahimun is khabru inna, not inna, khabru lakinna. Khabru lakinna marfoon walamut rafi ad dhamma. So muzdahimun is khabru lakinna. Indeed, so the translation is, indeed the market is big, like it is a small city, and like it is a small city, and indeed it is beautiful, but lakinna, but it is crowded. Muzdahimun means crowded, a lot of public is there. Abuhu, his dad, Muhammad's dad now is replying, Ya salamu, he's saying salam. Anta zu aklin kabirin, you are you have a you have a great intellect. Aklin kabirin, you have a great intellect. So here anta is mubtada and zu is khabar. So we can define here. Anta is damirun munfasilun. We are not using any inna or its sister, so it's just a regular mubtada khabar jumla ismiya. Anta is damirun munfasilun mabni al fathi. It has a fatha at the end, but it has to be rafa because we are saying it is mubtada fi mahalli rafin mubtada, and zu is khabar. Khabrun marfoon wa lamatur rafi. Normally alamatul rafi for a regular noun is dhamma, but here we not saying alamatul rafi dhamma, we saying alamatul rafi al waw. So because it's a special noun and it becomes marfu by waw. So alamatul rafi al waw liannahu min al asma'il khamsati, because this is from the special those five nouns. Wahuwa mudaf, and then it becomes mudaf, and aklin is mudaf alayhi majrurun walamatul jarri al kasra, and kabirin is naat for akal or sifa for akal. So naat takes the same irab as its manut. So akal is manut. So you possess, zu means you possess a great intellect. Hal ahbabta as-suka, do you love the market? So ahbabta is coming from ahabba yuhibbu, to love. So ahbabta is for anta, anta ahbabta, past tense. So ahbabta is fe'lu madin mabni ala sukoon. You see ahbab has a sukoon at the end. Wa fa'iluhu damir ta, and this ta is the file for it, you. This is the damir file, ta is the file, and as-suka is maf'ul bihi mansubun wa lamatun nasbi al-fatha, and the suka is maf'ul bihi, and we see that is a fatha sign. Do you love what? So the answer of what is the market. So this is maf'ul bihi, this is fail file. Now Muhammad, his dad is asking, do you love the market? Muhammad is saying, Naam, yes. Laytani, I wish. Laytani hazartu wa ma'i kamira. So he's saying yes. Laytani, he said, I wish I would have come, or I would have brought with me camera. He wanted to take a picture, so he is wishing that he should have a camera with him. So now Laytani is, Layta is another sister of Inna. So Layta we can define harfun nasikhun mabniun min akhwatu Inna, and ni is the attached pronoun. Damirun muttasirun mabni ala sukoon, has sukoon at ya, fi mahalli nasbin ismul Layta. So ni is ismul Layta, and hazartu is a fail file, so is coming from the verb hazara yahzuru, to attend. And hazartu, this hazartu means we can define it fail madin mabni ala sukoon, it has a sukoon here, and the third radical. Wa fa'iluhu damir ta, and tu is the file for hazartu. Wal jumla fi mahalli rafin khabar Layta, and this jumla, this sentence is coming as a khabar for Layta. Abuhu, now his dad is replying, he's saying, Kanaha ma'aka maza satu saviru, as if is the camera, as if it is with you, what you would picture. So he's saying that if you had a camera, what you would have done with that, what picture you would have taken. So ka'annaha ma'aka, if we remove ka'annaha, then if we make a regular jumla ismiya, is gonna be for camera hiya ma'aka, it is with you. So now with ka'anna, hiya changes to ha because we have to use the attached pronoun. So ka'anna ma'aka, we have some detail here. So Kana, we know that is ismu in is like a min akhwatu Inna, and is harfun nasikhun mabniun min akhwatu Inna, and ha is damirun muttasirun mabni ala sukoon fi mahalli nasbin ismu Kana, and ma is zarf mansoob and becomes madaf wa huwa madaf, and ka is damirun muttasirun mabni al fathi fi mahalli jarrin madaf alayhi. And then this zarf mudaf alayhi is shibu jumla fi mahalli rafin khabar Kana. So this shibu jumla is coming as a khabar for Kana. Kana is sister of Inna, ha is ismu Kana, ma ka is shibu jumla khabru Kana. Complete sentence. Maza satu savviru. So satu savviru, this is a verb. Savvara yusavviru. Yusavviru tu savviru. For anta, it yusavviru will change to savviru. So savvara yusavviru, to shoot or to take a picture. So tusavviru is failun mudariun malfuun walamatu rafi ad-damma wa fa'iluhu damir mustatir fihi taqdiru anta. For huwa, hiya, anta, ana, nahnu, those five verb forms, they have a hidden pronoun in the present tense. So satusavviru, for sa is actually harfu istiqbal. It makes the present tense, it converts that into future. So if you want to use present tense to convey a future meaning, then you can use sa, which is called harfu istiqbal. So sa is separate. Tusavviru is fe'lun mudariun marfuun wa lamatu rafi ad-damma, has a damma. Tusavviru wa fa'iluhu, and this file is hidden. Mustatir fihi, hidden in it. Taqdiruhu anta, and your estimation is that it is anta. So what you would shoot, his dad is saying, if suppose you had a camera, what you would have shoot, what picture you would have taken. Muhammad is replying, he's saying, Sa'usavviru kulla bayin zi sautin jamilin. So again, it's starting from sa, mean you're gonna give a future meaning. So usavviru, just like tusavviru for anta, hiya is yusavviru, anta tusavviru, ana usavviru. So for ana, this verb form changes to usavviru. So we can define this also. Usavviru fe'lun mudariun marfuun wa lamatu rafi ad-damma, has a damma. Wa fa'iluhu damirun mustatirun fihi taqdiruhu ana, and its file is also mustatir. Those one of those five pronouns, and its estimation is taqdiruhu ana is ana, and kulla is maf'ul bihi mansubun wa lamatul nasbi al fatha, has a fatha, and then becomes mudaf, and bayin is mudaf alayh. Bayin mudaf alayh majrurun wa lamatul jarri al kasra, so it has a kasra. Muhammad is saying, I will take a picture, I will shoot every vendor or every seller. Z, so Z is actually naat, or the naat for bayin. So Z should also be majroor like bayin, because this is the naat takes the i'rab of its manut, but is not majroor by kasra, is majroor by ya, because this is one of those special nouns. So Z is naat majroorun wa lamatul jarri aliyah. So lamatul jarri is not kasra here, is aliyah liannahu min al asma'il khamsa, because this is one of the five special nouns. Every seller, every vendor having sautin jamilin, beautiful voice. Yunadi ala biza atihi, who calls for its goods, who is calling to come and buy his goods. So yunadi is a verb. Nada yunadi, to call. Yunadi is fe'lun mudariun marfuun, is actually nada yunadiyu. So fe'lun mudariun marfuun wa lamatul rafi ad-dammatil muqaddara, because is on ya, it does not show damma. So we can say al-dammatil muqaddara, estimated damma here. Wa fa'iluhu damirun mustatirun fihi taqdiruhu huwa, and the file is huwa. He calls on his goods, his merchandise. So he's saying that, Muhammad is saying, I will take picture of every seller with the beautiful voice, who is calling on his merchandise. Wasa usavviru, and same usavviru, and I will take a picture of al khuzara. So al khuzara is maf'ul bihi mansubun Walamatu nasbi al fata. Usaviru, same fail file. I will take a picture of the khuzara, vegetables. Wal fakihata, and fruits. Wal malabisa, and clothes. Bi alwaniha mukhtalifatin, with different colors. So he wanted to take a picture of everything colorful. Kana, Kana is again sister of Inna. Kana, as if, like. So Kana asuka lauhatun kabiratun. So let's define this first. Kana is harfun nasikhun mabni min akhwatu Inna, and asuku will change to asuka because of Kana. Asuka ismu Kana mansubun, mansub has a fatha, walamatun nasbi al fatha. Lauhatun khabru Kana marfuun, walamatun rafi ad dhamma. As if and kabiratun is not for lauhatun, same Arab. As if the market is a big painting. Fiha kullu alwanin, and in it there are all the colors. Kullu alwanin, all the colors. So he wanted to take a picture of every seller selling different goods in different colors, so that as if that this whole market is a big painting of different colors. Wa indama iktaraba Muhammadun wa abuhu min as-suqil khuzari. Indama means when, and when iktaraba, another verb. So iktaraba yaktaribu, to approach. So iktaraba is fe'lu madin mabni al fathi, and Muhammad is file for iktaraba. Muhammadun is fa'ilun marfoon walamatu rafi ad-dhamma, has a dhamma. And when Muhammad approached, wa abuhu, and wa is harfu atfin, is connecting Muhammad with Abu. So Abu should also take the same haraka as Muhammadun, but Muhammad was marfu by dhamma. Abu is marfu by waw, because this Abu is special noun. So Abu is al-wawu is harfu atfin. Abu is matuf ala Muhammad, and is matuf, and is marfoon walamatu rafi al-wawu li'annahu min al-asma'il khamsa, because this is one of the special nouns. Wa huwa mudaf, and is mudaf, and who is damirun muttasirun mabni ala dammi fi mahalli jar mudaf, who is mudaf alayhi, his dad. So when Muhammad and his dad approached the Suqil Khuzari, the vegetable market, Samia yasmau, he heard. So Samia fe'lu madin mabni al fathi, he has a fatha. Bayan, well, Samia is fe'lu madin mabni al fathi, and the file is damirun mustatirun huwa. So we can define this here. Samia yasmau, to listen. Samia is fe'lu madin mabni al fathi, wa fa'iluhu damirun mustatirun fihi takdiruhu huwa, and bayan is maf'ul bihi mansubun walamatun nasbi al fatha. So bayan is maf'ul bihi. He heard a seller. He heard what? He heard a seller. Yakulu, kala yakulu, saying. So we can also define yakulu. So kala yakulu, to say. Yakulu is fe'lun mudari'un marfoon walamatu rafi ad-dhamma. Yakulu has a dhamma. And fa'ilun damirun mustatirun fihi, and its file is also hidden. Takdiru huwa means he. He says, or he heard him saying, at-tamatimu al-majnunatu, the crazy tomatoes. At-tamatimu al-majnunatu, the crazy tomatoes. Zahika Muhammadun wakala, when Muhammad heard this, he laughed. So Zahika yazhaku, another verb. Zahika is the verb, and Muhammad is is a fail and file. So we can define also this one. Zahika yazhaku, to laugh. So Zahika Failun Madin Mabni al Fathi has a fatah. And Muhammadun is Failun Marfun Wulamatu Rafi a Dhamma. Muhammad is the file and the file has to be marfu, though it's marfu by Dhamma. Muhammad laughed. Wakala, similarly Kala Yakulu, this Kala is past tense. Failu Madin Mabni al Fathi has a fatah. وفاعله ضمير مستتر فيه تقدير هو and his file is hidden pronoun in it which is huwa. And Muhammad laughed and said الطماطم مجنونة, crazy tomatoes. So he questioned to his dad like what he was saying. Al-Abu, so you see Al-Abu, this again special one of the special nouns, the 5 special nouns, but because this is not mudaf, so is marfu by dhamma, so is acting as a regular noun. It only will not be marfu by dhamma when it's used as a mudaf. So without mudaf it's be like a regular harika. So his dad is saying tatagayyaru as'aru tamatimi bisuratin ka'annaha shakhsun majnunun. So this is the verb tagayyara yatagayyaru, and yatagayyaru for here is changes to tatagayyaru, which is here tatagayyaru. So failun mudariun marfun walamatu rafi ad-damma, fail mudari has marfu by dhamma. As'aru, the prices. As'aru fa'ilun marfun walamatu rafi ad-damma has a dhamma, and then it becomes mudaf, prices of the tomatoes. And at-tamatimi is mudaf alayhi majrurun and is majrur by kasra walamatul jarri al kasra. Bisuratin jarun wa majrurun. The dad is saying the prices of tomatoes, they change very quickly, bisuratin ka'annaha, like if, shakhsun majnunun, like a crazy person, changes, he can change anytime. Similarly the prices of the tomatoes, they can change anytime. So ka'annaha shakhsun, again Kana sister of Inna, and Ha is ismu Kana and shakhsun is khabru Kana. So we can define this here. Ka'anna harfu nasikhun mabniyun min akhwatu Inna. Ha is damirun muttasilun mabni ala sukuni fi mahallin nasbin ismu Ka'anna, and shakhsun is khabru Ka'anna marfun walamatu rafi ad-damma. And majnunun is the sifa or naat for shakhsun, as if is a crazy person. Al-bayu, the seller. Naam, yes. Al-yawma as'aru tamatimi rakhisatun. And today the prices of the tomatoes are cheap. Rakhisatun means cheap. As'aru tamatimi, same, mudaf alayhi. The prices of tomatoes are cheap. Wabil amsi kanat ghaliyatan, and yesterday they were ghaliyatan, they were expensive. Kanaha, like it is gold, it was gold, zahabun. So similarly kanaha shakhsun, we can define the same way, the same, kanaha zahabun. So Kana harfun nasikhun mabniyun min akhwatu Inna. Ha is again damirun muttasilun mabni ala sukuni fi mahallin nasbin ismu Kana, and zahabun, gold, khabru Kana marfun walamatu rafi ad-damma, same Arab. Muhammadun layta haza siruha kulla yawmin. Muhammad is now wishing that the prices remain the same, the cheaper prices, they stay every day. So Laita is again sister of Inna. Haza ismu Laita, siru khabru Laita. So we can define this also. Laita harfun nasikhun mabniyun min akhwatu Inna. Haza ismu lishara. He pointed to the tomatoes. So haza ismul ishara lil kareeb is for kareeb, mabni fi mahallin nasbin ismul Laita. Haza ismul Laita. And siru khabru Laita marfoon walamatu rafi ad-damma siru وهو مضاف, and when becomes مضاف, and ha is ضمير متصل مبني على السكون, has سكون at the alif, في محل جر مضاف إليه. So ha is مضاف إليه. The seller, no, Muhammad was hoping for something. He was wishing that the prices they stay the same every day, they stay cheaper every day. Al-Bayu, the seller, is saying La Allah an-nasa tashtari at-tamatima al-yawma. Hopefully the people will purchase the tomatoes today because they are cheap. So La Allah, another sister of Inna. So we can define La Allah harfun nasikhun mabniun min akhwatu Inna. An-nasa ismu La Allah, not ismu Inna, ismu La Allah. Ismu La Allah mansubun balamatun nasbi al-fata, and tashtari is a verb, ishtara yashtari, to purchase, and tashtari, hiya tashtari. So tashtari is fe'lun mudari'un marfu'un balamatun rafi ad-dammatil muqaddara. Again, ya does not show the haraka, so we will say that is actually ishtara yash is actually yashtariyu, but u is not written, so we will say that tashtariyu. Tashtari is fe'lul mudari'un marfu'un wa lamatu rafi ad-dammatil muqaddara, estimated dhamma here on ya. Lil-tazuri, for difficulty. So for difficulty the haraka is not mentioned, so but there is an estimated dhamma here. And at-tamatim is here at-tamatima because this maf'ul bihi mansubun wa alamatul nasbi. I have typo here. So at-tamatima is maf'ul bihi mansubun wa alamatul nasbi al-fata. Al-fata, it has a fata. At-tamatima. Alamatul nasbi al-fata. And jumla failure, this whole jumla failure is coming as khabar for la Allah. So tashtari tamatima, this whole jumla is coming as a khabar for la Allah, al-yawma, today. So he's saying the prices are cheaper, hopefully people will buy the tomatoes today. Raja Muhammadun, Raja, another verb, to return. Muhammadun, Muhammad returned, came back, ma abihi, with his dad, ilal bayti, to the home, to the house. So we can define this sentence, we can explain also. Raja yarjiu, to return. So Raja is fe'lun madin mabni al fathi, and Muhammadun is fa'ilun marfu'un wa alamatu rafi ad-damma. Muhammad is the fa'il. Muhammad returned, ma'a zarf mansubun wa alamatu nasbi al-fata wa huwa mudaf, and abi is mudaf alayhi majrur alamatu jarri al-ya, and abi is the special noun and is majrur by ya li'annahu min asma'il khamsa, because it's one of the 5 nouns. فَوَجَدَ أَخَاهُ, and he found his brother. He came back home and he found his brother there. So fa means then, wajada, another verb, wajada yajidu, to find. So wajada is fe'lu madin mabni al fathi, so it has a fatha at the end. Wa fa'iluhu, and its file is the mirun, most hidden pronoun, fihi takdir huwa, and the file is the hidden pronoun huwa. And akha is maf'ul bihi mansubun. He found what? He found his brother. So akha is maf'ul bihi mansubun wa alamatul nasbi. Alamatul nasbi is not fatha, is alif, because it's special noun. Wa alamatul nasbi alifu li'annahu min al asma'il khamsa. Wa huwa mudaf, and who is damirun muttasilun mabni ala dammi, who has dhamma, fi mahalli jarin mudaf alayhi, and in place of jar, and his mabni is mudaf alayhi. He found his brother yajlisu, sitting, ma hamihi, sitting with his father-in-law. So yajlisu is another verb, jalasa yajlisu. Akhu is the special noun. So Akhu Muhammadin, Muhammad's brother, he's saying La'allakuma lam tansayya al-fakihata. Hopefully you both did not forget the fruits. Muhammad is asking his brother, hopefully you both didn't forget the fruits. So la'alla kuma, la'alla is, we can define this. La'alla is harfun nasikun mabni min akhwatu inna. Kuma is ismu inna, ismu la'alla, damiru muttasirun mabni laskun fi mahallin nasbin, ismu la'alla. And lam is harfun nafiin wa jazmin. This makes the fail mudari majzoom. Mabni al sukun, has a sukun, lam. And this tansayani is actually tansayani, but lam is making it majzoom. And tansayani, to make majzoom we have to remove the noon. So tansayani is coming from the verb nasiya yansa. Nasiya yansa. And for anta it becomes for antuma, because they are talking about the kuma here. Kuma, so is for two. Tans huma, kuma for kuma is tansayani. So tansaya is fe'lu mudariun majzumun bilam, because of lam, walamatul jazmi hazfi noon. The omission of noon is the sign that this is majzoom form, liannahu min al af'alil khamsa, because again this is one of the 5 verbs that are made majzoom by removing noon. Wafailuhu aliful musanna, and the aliful musanna here, this alif here is the file for the verb you both. And al-fakihata maful bihi mansubun walamatun nasbi al-fata. So he is saying, his blessing, hopefully you didn't forget the fruits. Muhammadun li akhi, Muhammad is replying to his brother. Ashtarayna balakhan za launin ahmara, we purchase dates having red color, ahmara. So ashtarayna is the verb here. Ishtara yashtari, to purchase, and ishtara for nahnu, ishtara will change, past tense will change to ishtarayna. So ishtarayna is fe'lu madin mabni ala sukun, wa na is damir file, na is the file. So na is the file, ashtaray is fe'lu madin mabni ala sukun, has a sukun. And na is the mir file, and balakhan is maful bihi mansubun walamatun nasbi al fata. We purchase what? We purchase dates, balakhan, dates. Za is coming as a naat for balakhan, so because balakhan is mansub, so za is also mansub, but is mansub by alif, not by fata. So za is naat mansubun wa alamatun nasbi al alifu li'annahu min al asma'il khamsa wa huwa, and then it becomes mudaf, and launin is mudaf alayh majrurun wa alamatul jarri al kasra, launin. So we purchase dates with the of red color, wa haza tufahun zu launin ahzara, and these are the apples with the having green color. So we can also explain this sentence. So haza ismul ishara mabniun fi mahalli rafin mubtada, haza is mubtada, tufahun is khabar marfun walamatul rafi ad-damma, has a damma. And now zu is the naat for tufahun, just like za was naat for maful bihi mansubun, so that is why we use za. Here zu is here is naat for tufahun, which is marfu, so that is why we gonna use marfu form of this, and this marfu by waw, this was mansub by alif, so this is marfu by waw. So zu we gonna define now, naat marfun wa alamat, naatun marfun wa alamatul rafi al waw li'annahu min al asma'il khamsa, wa huwa not mubtada wa huwa mudaf, and launin is mudaf alayhi majrur lamatul jarri al kasra, and launin is same like mudaf alayhi green color. Al akhu, the brother. Kana ami kana makuma, as if my father-in-law was with both of you. He's saying that you were, after Muhammad told him that he brought this color and this color, so he said that as if my father-in-law was with both of you. Faqad qala li, indeed qala li, he told me, sayashtari Muhammadun fakihatan min kulli alwanin, Muhammad will purchase fruits of every color, because his father-in-law told him that Muhammad will purchase fruits of every color, and Muhammad, when he brought different colors, so he said that as if his father-in-law was with both of them. So we can define this also. Kana hami, kana, so kana is, hami is, because this is ya mutakallam, so we have not learned this in this lesson, so I'm skipping it for now. And kana is sister of inna. Muhammad is saying, naam, yes, fa ana uhibbu suka wal alwanahu, yes, I love uhibbu suka, I love the market and its colors. So uhibbu suka, fail file maful bihi, we can define this. Habba yuhibbu, to love. فعل المضارع مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة فاعله ضمير مستتر فيه تقديره أنا, and is for أنا أحب. And السوق is مفعول به منصوب وعلامة نصبه الفتح. Alhamu, no, father-in-law now saying, hayya izan ya fannanu, o artist, now then o artist, iksil yadaka, wash your hand, wafaka, and your mouth, your face. Inna ta'ama jahizun, indeed the food is ready. So now he's saying to Muhammad and his brother, the two artists, though talking about the artistic things. So he said iksil is felu amrin, we have not studied felu amrin yet, is the command verb, wash your hand and your mouth or your face. So we can define here is ghassala yaksilu is the verb. From here the amr becomes iksil. So iksil is failun amrin. Yada is maful bihi mansubun walamatul nasbi al fatah wa huwa mudaf, and ka is damirun muttasirun mabni al fathi fi mahalli jarrin mudaf alayhi. Ka is mudaf alayhi, attached pronoun. Similarly wa harfu atfin, fa is matuf, so fa, after wa, fa should take the same haraka as yada, but yada was maful bihi mansubun by fatah. This is mansub by alif. So fa matuf ala yada mansubun walamatun nasbi al alif liannahu min al asma'il khamsa, and then it becomes mudaf, and ka is mudaf alayhi. Similarly we can define this also. Inna ta'ama jahizun, inna harfun nasikhun, ta'ama ismu inna mansubun walamatun nasbi al fatah, jahizun khabru inna marfun walamatun rafi ad damma. So this is what you see here. Al akhu, the brother is saying, iza kunta tuhibbu suka ya Muhammad fayajibu an tarifa tarikhahu. Iza, when you love the market, tuhibbu suka, habba yuhibbu, tuhibbu, you love the market, so fail file maful bihi, o Muhammad, fayajibu, then you must, tarifa, then it is must that antarifa, that you know. So I did not put the detail here, is actually arifa yarifu, and unchanges it to yarifu, tarifu to tarifa. Then you should know, we have not studied this combination yet, so but tarifa is the verb is arifa yarifu. we have then you must know the history of it. He's saying you love the market, so you must know the history of it. فَإِنَّ لِلسُّوقِ تَارِيخًا. Indeed, the market has a history, طويلا, a long history. So we can define this. إِنَّ لِلسُّوقِ تَارِيخًا. So inna is harfun nasikhun mabniyun lisuki al jarun wal majrur. Lisuki jarun wa majrurun. Shibu jumla khabar inna and is khabar muqaddam, and tarikhan is ismu inna is mansoob walamatun nasbi al fatha and is muakhar. So this jumla ismiya with the khabar coming before the ism, because the khabar is, we studied in the last lesson, the khabar is shibu jumla and mubtada is nakira. So when you use inna with this, the combination, the khabar comes before mubtada. Muhammad is saying lissuki tarikhun. He is surprised the market has a history. Lalla ka takulu li shayyan anhu. Hopefully you will tell me about this, something about it. Shayyan anhu, something about it. So la'alla we can define now. First we define this. Lissuki tarikhun. Lissuki al jarun wa majrurun. Shibu jumla fi mahalli rafin khabar muqaddam, and tarikhun mubtada muakhar li annahu nakira and is marfu wa alamat rafi dhamma. Again, this is nakira and this is shibu jumla. So khabar is coming before mubtada. So we have studied this rule in the last lesson. So and we can define this also. Lalla ka takulu li shayyan. Lalla harfun nasikhun mabniyun. Ka is damirun muttasilun mabni lal fathi fi mahalli nasbin. Ismu lalla. Ka is ismu lalla, and takulu is from kala yakulu. Takulu is failun mudariun marfun wa alamat rafi ad-dhamma. وفاعله ضمير مستتر فيه تقديره أنت is for أنت. يقول هو يقول أنت تقول. And لي جار مجرور شيئا مفعول به منصوب وعلامة النصب الفتح, and this is مفعول به منصوب. And والجملة فعلية, this جملة فعلية is coming as a خبر for لعل. This جملة فعلية coming خبر for لعل. का اسم لعل, this جملة فعلية خبر for لعل. So he's asking his brother if he has a history, then you hopefully you will tell me something about it. Huna ibtasama alabu. So here the father he laughed. Ibtasama smiled. So the verb is ibtasama yabtasimu, to smile. So ibtasama fi'lun madin mabni al fathi, has a fatha, and al abu is fa'ilun marfuun wa alamatu rafi ad-dhamma, and wakala فعل ماض مبني على فتح, and he said, and فاعل مستتر ضمير مستتر فيه تقديره هو, he said قال. We have studied this before. ولكن هذا وقت الطعام يا أحمد, but he's saying but this is now the time for food. Don't talk about the history, this is time for eating, O Muhammad. So we can define this. لكن هذا وقت الطعام. We can define this like this. Lakinna is harfun nasikhun min akhwatu inna. Haza ismu ishara mabni fi mahalli rafin. Ismu lakinna. Haza is ismu lakinna. And waqtu is khabru lakinna marfoon. Khabar is lakinna marfu. Walamatul rafi ad-dhamma, has a dhamma. And then it becomes mudaf. Wa ta'ami mudaf ilayhi majroonu. Walamatul jarri al-kasra. Ba'da ta'ami, after food, after eating, Qala al-akhu, the brother now is telling him, Sahihun, this is correct. Anna suka makanun lit-tijarati, this is correct that the market is a place for business, for trade, lit-tijarati. So inna suka, our sentence of interest is inna suka makanun. So we can define this first. Inna is harfun nasikhun mabniyun. As-suka is ismu inna mansubun. Walamatul nasbi al-fatha. Makanun khabru inna, khabru anna. So is not inna, is anna. अन्ना हरफुन नासिखुन मबनियुन min akhwatu inna. So Anna is sister of Inna and Asuka is Ismu Anna and Makanu Khabru Anna. So he's saying that it's correct that the market is a place for business. Lakinna but Asuka Makanun Lisakafati Aidan, but the market is a place for culture, for cultural activities also. Same just like Anna Suka Makanun, Lakinna Suka Makanun, same thing. Lakinna sister of Inna, Harfu Nasikun, Asuka Ismu Lakinna, Makanun Khabru Lakinna. Fasukul Arabiyu Al Kadimu Kana Makana Lich Tamai Tujari wa Shorai wal Khutabai wa Rijalid Dini. So the Arabic market, the old Arabic market was a place, Makanan, a place li ijtamai, for gathering of the tujari, for gathering of the businessmen, for the business people, washurai, for the poets, wal khutabai, for the public speakers, and wa rijal liddini, and for the men of the deen. You can say scholars or religious people. وأشهر أسواق العرب القديمة سوق الأكاس, and one of the famous old Arabic markets is سوق الأكاس. وفي أيامنا هذه نجد مارز الكتاب, and في أيامنا, and in these days or nowadays, هذه نجد, we will find Mariz al-Kitabi, the exhibition, the books exhibition in that market. So Najidu is the verb, Wajada Yajidu, and Nahnu, for Nahnu is Najidu. So Najidu Failun Mudariun Marfun Walamatu Rafiya Dhamma wa Failuhu Damirun Mustatirun Fihi Takdiru. Nahnu is for Nahnu, and Mariza is Mariza Maful Bihi Mansubun Walamatun Nasbi al Fatah, and then it becomes Mudaf al Katabi Mudaf alayhi, and Majrur Mudaf alayhi Majrur Walamatul Jarri al Kasra. So this is what is written here. Wahuwa Sukun Kabirun, and it is a big market Litijaratil Kutubi, for the trading of books. Wa Marizu Sakafiyun Aidan, and for the cultural exhibition also. Falam, so know Anna, that Asuka Makanun Muhimun. We have studied this before. Asuka Makanun. So same thing. Anna sister of Inna, Asuka Ismu Anna, Makanun Khabru Anna. So know that Anna, that the market is a important place fil hayatil Arabiya, in the Arab's life. But la'allahu hammu makanin, but hopefully it is important place, hammu makanin. So la'allahu, la'alla sister of Inna, harfun nasikun, hu ismu la'alla, ahammu khabru la'alla marfun walamatu rafiya dhamma. And mudaf, and makanin is mudaf alayhi majrur lamatul jarri al kasra. But hopefully it is important place, bada, after al masjid, the mosque, bad al masjidi au kanisati, after the mosque or the church, after the religious place. This is the next important place. Fasuku suratan min al hayati. So the market is the picture, or the you can say surat means a painting or a picture from of life. So a market is a picture of life, is a photograph or a of life. So that completes this lesson. We will do the exercises in the next session, inshallah. So I'm stopping it here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.